Sorry guys, I got cut off. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, let me finish what I was talking about. I realized that I was gonna have to uh I was gonna have to think about the kind of clientele I wanted, and all of that. And Yeah, basically I decided that this is the kind of clientele I wanted. This was the business I was going to build. And so I built it. And I was so shocked by the amount of people that wanted my services. It was crazy. I was getting people left, right, and center coming, oh my God, I heard you do this, because my business works basically on referrals. I didn't even need to market my business to get people interested. I started marketing my business. This is the first year I'm marketing my business. I started marketing my business this year. Last year, when I first started, I was not marketing, but I was still getting mad interest, and people were coming and they were paying, and it was crazy. And I said to myself, "Oh my God, I got an email from, I don't know if it was an email. I think it was an email from HMRC reminding me that I needed to pay my business tax." And I was like, "Oh Lord, have mercy." That's not a good feeling, but it's also a good feeling at the same time. But it's not a good feeling. So yeah, I was like, you know what? Now that I'm at this place where I'm still working at my current place, because I still believe I need that knowledge and I need that mentoring, and I need, and it's also a really good way for me to just make sure I have a steady income while I'm building my brand. I said to myself, okay, so now I need to hurry up and pay off my house. And guys, another way I built wealth is that I did not borrow any money to pay my house. I did not take a bank loan. I did not want a bank loan, because I feel that a lot of landlords, a lot of people, the mistake they make is when they're buying a home, they over leverage themselves. So they're taking tons of especially people, landlords in the UK. Oh my God, they take so many buy to lets. They take so many buy to lets. And, you know, they need tenants to pay these buy to lets, otherwise they have to pay that themselves. I did not want any freaking tenant to be my source of income. I did not want to rely on someone in order for my property to be paid. I wanted to pay everything myself. And then when a tenant comes in and they're coming in and they're paying, it's because the property is already paid for, it's owned. I should own it no matter what. I should not have to be making any payments on the house, whether the person is there or whether the person isn't there. I don't want to have to make payments on a house, whether there's a tenant there or not. So I said, I need to pay this house off. I need to pay it off now. So remember, I had only 2.5 years to pay this. So I was busting ass. I was building the business from scratch. I was saving everything I got before I met my fiance, whoever I dated. If you spoil me, whatever, I was saving that. Then I was working, I was saving that. So I busted my ass, busted my ass, busted my ass. And I managed to pay it off, I think, March. Yeah, this year. I paid my house off in March completely. 2.5 years, just under six figures house. It's crazy. So I was essentially spending it's nuts. I was spending a lot every year just paying that house, just the house. This is not including my rent here in the UK. This is not including my school fees or my maintenance or whatever. And yeah, I said to myself, wow, this is a lot, and I was overwhelmed. I was over the moon. And I showed you guys in one of the previous videos, I have the deed to the house. There were so many different bills I need to pay. But the main thing was that I could actually now start I could get someone into the house. I have to renovate it myself, but I will not require someone to pay rent. I will not require anyone to pay rent just so that I can pay the house. Whether there's anyone in the house, or whether there's no one in the house, or there's someone in the house belongs to me. And the best thing is, because I didn't take out a bank loan, I don't owe any bank for it. It's just mine. It's just mine. It's just mine. You know, so that's one of the things that really helped me to create wealth. I avoided the trap of a bank loan. I avoided that trap. And bearing in mind, I didn't remember, guys, I said I don't want to buy a house in the UK yet because when I get married, we can then decide where we want to live. I didn't even know where I wanted to live. What was the point of me buying a house? I just go and buy a house in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know where I want to live. And I'm so glad I've done that because I have moved 5 different times in 10 years. So there's no point. There was even no point of me buying a house in the UK because I move around a lot. So yeah, that was like a major way. That was the major breakthrough when I was able to pay an entire house off without a bank loan, just through creating so many various different sources of income for myself. That was the major breakthrough. Not having any debt on this house, not owing anybody for this house is so amazing. It's so incredible. Such a feeling. And then I was able to like really focus on building the business and all of that. So yeah, those are one of the things. Those are just some of the ways that I was able to build wealth. And now I'm in the process of, really trying to build myself up to where I want to be. And obviously now that my net worth has hit 6 figures, I would say that people don't really like it when you're a young Black woman, and you're doing well. Hey, Chineke, man, this is like blasphemy to people. Like, people don't really like this. Okay, like for instance, I remember, and I find it quite interesting that people in this country, they're always so high and mighty about oh my God, we're living in a rich country, blah blah blah. But a lot of you couldn't even pay for a house like Lekki up front in 2 years. It would be people barely even paying their rent. And guys, I said to myself, okay, so when I started really making some serious money, and I was like, okay, now I need to think about how I want to live. I need to think about how I want to live. And so I decided that I wanted to have my own apartment. I'm not someone that I can share with people. Even when I had a previous apartment, a studio apartment, back when I was doing my master's, I still didn't share. I had my own studio, my own little kitchenette, everything like. And I was actually very good friends with my landlord. My landlord really gave me, my ex-landlord, he's dead now. He died of a heart attack. But he was wonderful. He was he was basically like my friend. He gave me the best advice. And he was a millionaire, and he gave me the best advice. Like we used to have chats, like proper chats, where we would talk about things. Like sometimes he would help me get my shopping, or he would drive me to the supermarket, or he would pick up my deliveries. Like we were actually friends. And he also gave me advice. And I realized that, if I'm gonna like do what I want to do, I need to have my own space. I can't be having people up in my space causing me to get confused and take my mind off the goal or off what I'm trying to do. So I said to myself, now that I'm making some really good money, I need my own apartment. Like I need my own apartment. And even guys, getting accepted for this apartment, do you know how much rigorous processes they did? They went through my bank statements, they went through my business tax, they went through my business income, they went through my salary income, they went through whatever assets I had. Like it was mad. Yeah, they were like, okay, everything's good. And I gave myself a timeline because I knew from a young age of how I wanted to live. Remember, guys, I told you I only dated a broke person once, and that was it. Woo! I knew how I wanted to live. I said, between the years 2021 and 2023, I will work like a mad person. And whatever is the outcome is whatever is the outcome. And then I'm going to rest. And the last thing I think I did really that helped me build myself to a 6-figure net worth was really being careful the kind of person that I had as a partner. I am not interested in having someone that isn't disciplined. And this is another thing I would say, to be sexually disciplined. You need to be sexually disciplined. I don't think I cared about boys for a very long time. I was so focused on just what I wanted to do. That doesn't mean I didn't take care of myself. It doesn't mean I didn't, take care of myself or didn't do things I wanted to do in terms of how I looked and like physical appearance. But I just wasn't bothered about what they were about. I was so focused on myself. And that is a trait that you need to pick in a partner. Someone who is disciplined in all areas of life. And when I mean disciplined, I have a structured routine that I go through. I exercise 3 times a week, and then I go for walks twice a week. I've actually bought weights recently, like really tiny weights. And these tiny weights I'm just gonna start like doing some weights because I want to build a little bit of muscle. But I knew that if I wanted to be respected in the kind of spaces I was going to, I would need to keep myself slim, or at least my presentation decent always. And my mom always told me, if you're going out somewhere, try and look nice, even if you're going out to get milk, because you never know who you're going to meet. God, I love my mom. She's just wonderful. And you need to develop a routine. I exercise very regularly. I pray regularly. And on top of that, I try and call my family members regularly. And I have an aunt that I call at least once a week just to check up on her. And the last thing I would say is the fact that I don't really give a shit about people I don't love. And what I mean by that might sound horrible. But what I mean by that is I'm not invested in the opinions of people I don't care about. So whenever anyone comments, whatever they want to comment, don't think that that's changing me or making a massive effect on my life, because I'm only invested in the opinions of people that I love. And that's really powerful because it means I'm not easily distracted. Trolls are something that I'm not really easily distracted by because, in my opinion, trolls really think they're unique. But because you don't have a DP on your picture doesn't mean your opinion is any more valid. It's still as invalid as if you had a picture on your DP. At least the people that are trolling that have pictures on their DP are authentic enough to be their shitty selves. And when I realized that trolls are just a distraction, other people, especially opinions of people that I don't know, like I'm not sure why people think you're supposed to care about opinions of people you don't know. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure why I'm supposed to, like, why would I care? I don't even know you. I don't even know anything about you. Like, you could be dead tomorrow. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know because I don't even know you. So when I developed this apathy, this indifference to people that I wasn't invested in and I don't value, it really helped propel me forward because I was so focused. People waste a lot of time on people that they're not even really interested. These people have nothing to do with your life. Why do you care? Why do you care? You're not supposed to care. Care for what? For what reason? And that really helped push me forward. It helped propel me a lot. So, yeah, that's a major thing. I'm only invested in opinions of people that I love. So, my emotions are reserved for people who I feel deserve those emotions. I am emotionally regulated. I don't give up my emotions to random people just because they've written a comment down or said something. That doesn't deserve an emotional response. Because you've written a comment doesn't mean you're automatically required or doesn't mean you're automatically owed an emotional response from me. My emotions are reserved for my loved ones. And, maybe people I'm doing business with, my clients and stuff like that. But random people, I don't owe them. And sometimes these trolls or what, they feel obligated to an emotional response. And it's like, no, I don't owe you this. I don't owe you this. I don't care. Why should I give you this response? You're not someone I love. You're not someone I cherish. It doesn't matter whatever you say. It's not going to magically come in and change my life. It's not going to, I'm still going to own my house. I'm still going to do whatever I want to do after you've said whatever you want to say. So it doesn't matter. Like, I'm just completely indifferent. And this is another thing. Indifference will help you succeed. Indifference where it matters. Don't be indifferent to your loved ones. That's not good. Don't do that. But indifference where it matters is very important to helping you succeed. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say. My mum gave me this really cute book. And it says, a daughter is life's greatest gift. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. It's true. A daughter really is life's greatest gift. What can I say? What can I say? So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. This is split into two parts. I'm really sorry about that. I got cut off by my dad calling me in my other video. So yeah, I need to leave now because I need to go for a walk and count my steps. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys, got some good nuggets from this. So yeah, thank you for everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I appreciate reaching 100 subscribers. I can't believe it. 100 subscribers. That's interesting. Because like I said, I don't really see myself as like super interesting. I am what I am. It's as simple as that. So thank you very much for people who are subscribing. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you when I see ya. Bye.